Welcome to Innercool Therapy's ISIT training video. We hope that this video will help reinforce the training you received during site initiation. You may also want to use this training tool while in-servicing personnel who are unable to attend site initiation.
The components required for use are packaged sterile and are all single-use disposables. They include the catheter, along with the appropriately sized guide wire and introducer sheath. An 11 French sheath and 18 thousandths wire are provided for the 10-7 catheter, and a 14 French sheath and 35 thousandths wire are provided for the 14 French catheter. The 14 French catheter can take up to a 38 thousandths wire. The circulating set, along with the sterile extensions to connect to the catheter. The circulating pump. The heat exchanger. The bag of heat transfer fluid, isolite, which is buffered saline, and a sterile drape for catheter thermistor connection. In setting up the console, first thing you want to do is make sure a data card has been installed in the data logger. Data logger is under the lid to the right of the display. Note there is a card already in place, however if there were not, this would be the time to install one. Then go to the back of the console, lift the lid, lift the bag stand out of the way, and then check to see if the golden level is up to the yellow fill lines. If this were not full, this would be the time to top it off. Then place the heat exchanger in the bath with the connectors facing in the direction shown on the installation diagram. Next, place the circulating pump where designated. The pump is magnetized and should lock right into place. Note that it must be installed so the arrow is pointing toward the heat exchanger or in the direction of flow. The connection tubes will then line up with the installation diagram. Next, place the circulating set. First, mate the sensor block to the sensor housing, taking care not to touch the bottom of the sensor block or the sensor housing. Place the block so the angled edges are aligned. Then firmly close the latch over the sensor block. It should audibly click in place so that it will not easily move. Next, place the length of uninsulated tubing through the bubble detection channel. This should be placed snugly into the channel to avoid getting air signals. Then make all other connections indicated on the installation diagram. The last step is to spike the bag. Note that the spike should be pushed in as far as it will go so fluid can be pulled out with minimum resistance. Leave the bag hanging over the side of the console until after the catheter has been connected.
The key points to remember in setting up the system are to make sure that the sensor latch is firmly closed and the fluid bag is not hung until after the catheter is connected.